Hey, middle college students. Hope everybody's doing okay. Um, Making my video announcement a little later this week. Um, just been busy scrambling to do things. Miss seeing you guys. Miss all our conversations in class, and we're just sitting here thinking that, in particular, miss it at this time of year as we're getting near the end. A lot of exciting things that usually happen. It's okay. We're going to make it through, and um, one day you guys are going to have some very interesting stories to tell your kids and grandkids and the younger generations about what you went through your junior and senior years of high school. Um, I think probably akin to maybe some of the stories that your grandparents, great grandparents may have shared with others about living through the Depression. Not exactly the same thing, but I think the way it's molding our society is probably pretty similar. So, as I make this, my son is on a FaceTime call with a buddy, so we may hear a little bit of that in the background. So excuse the interruption if that should occur. Um, so just want to touch base about week number 5, week number 4, no, week number 5 of online classes, week number 6 of the term of the course. I think that's right. Let's see here, 6, 7, 8. Yes, just looking at my calendar. Don't mind me while I talk to myself. It's all running together. The announcement will be pretty much the same as what you've heard the last couple of weeks because things are following the same pattern. Um, basically, I've got every class down to one assignment, except for Holocaust. Those are 3-2-1 assignments. Those are pretty simple and straightforward. And the indication is that I have from everybody that they like those. I have put up this week, I didn't get it done last week, but I have got up the weekly checklist for each class in Canvas, if that helps you kind of keep track. Because there are some readings that you do before the 3-2-1, and in some cases, some activities that aren't too involved, that aren't graded, but will help you process and think through so you can do a little more thorough job with those 3-2-1s. And then some videos to watch. If you have problems with video, as I've said before, because I think some people that may be an issue because of data or bandwidth. I've tried to put up transcripts and things like that, alternative readings in case people can't access. And if all else fails, just skip them and do what you can without that. If your technology doesn't allow for that. Econ, again, 3-2-1 assignment this week. It's based on readings and a video. I think you'll like the video. It's from a website, a series of videos called We the Economy. Some pretty high profile production figures making those, and some pretty high profile economic figures consulting. But this week's is called Caveonomics. I think you'll find it pretty entertaining. It's a little humorous. It's about 4 or 5 minutes. Live them all. Our topic for the week is the Revolution and Declaration of Independence. Again, 3-2-1 assignment. You have some readings. You're going to be looking at the Declaration. You're going to be watching a video reading of the Declaration of Independence, a little visual analysis assignment, and a couple brief videos to take a look at. In the Holocaust class, going back to Lib and Law. Actually, it's a crash course video. Those are always entertaining. But there's one I put up there just for fun. I think you guys will enjoy. A little music video for you. And then in Holocaust class, sorry for the background noise. Hey guys, I'm making a video. Pardon that. Hopefully that provides a little humor. I guess I could start over. We'll see how things go. If I can get through this without any more interruptions, we'll keep plugging through and just pardon that. Holocaust class, you have one journal, and I think I'll narrow it down to one journal the rest of the way. I've done a couple each week before this just so when we get to the final, you'll have plenty to choose from. The topic for this week is racism. Last week we talked about anti-Semitism, and at the end of that we learned about how the anti-Semitism that the Nazis practiced was racial anti-Semitism. And a form of racism, and so taking a little more in-depth look at the topic of racism and Nazi racism for this week. There's a reading, some videos, and a handout. And then African American Studies, a topic this week is Reconstruction. We skipped over the Civil War because most of you were in the Civil War class. You're going to be looking specifically at what are called the Reconstruction Amendments, 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. And so you'll be reading those, which the amendments are brief, and then a couple of background essays about each amendment. And then a video from the series that we've been watching about the African Americans. I'm not going to watch the whole segment. You can if you want. The first half of this episode is on the Civil War, the second half on Reconstruction, and that's what I want you to watch for sure if you can. And again, transcript for that is up. Everything will be turned in on Canvas as usual. As I've said, if you would prefer to do things by hand and take pictures and submit those, that's fine. Not as many missing assignments. I've been making some phone calls, contacted some parents, and not trying to be mean or anything, but I'd rather your parents be aware now than the end, and so we can rectify those things. And so several of you have gotten lots of things in, and some of you even have some of the stuff for this weekend, so I apologize for being late with this. But my biggest concern, I'm being flexible because I know things are crazy and people are running into issues with Chromebooks and technology, so I understand that. I just don't want you to dig a hole. And we are, and I think most of you are aware, the district is, Springfield District is implemented a no penalty grading. So as I understand it, what that means is I have credit class, since we didn't have a grade at third term, is that you'll pass. And I'm okay with that. I get that. But the more work you turn in, the better your grade's going to be. And it's just going to look better if there's something in the book so people on down the road can understand and not say, oh, well, they just got through because it was no penalty grading. So I want you to get in as much as you can. And if you have problems, let me know. If you need to turn things in late, I'm willing to work with that. If you can communicate, let me know. That helps out a little bit, just so I know what's going on and I'm in the loop. But just don't want you to dig a hole. And first and foremost, I want everybody to take care of yourself, as I've said all along. That's the most important thing. So please take care of yourself, your family, your friends, those close to you. As I said before, if you're having problems, if you need help, if you have questions, we can schedule some kind of a meeting. Can't do those physically person to person, but I can do a phone meeting with you. Or I could do a Zoom meeting. Those are probably the two best options for us, and both those are pretty simple, straightforward. If you're not familiar with Zoom, it's pretty simple to use. I think a lot of you have done that by now. But I am willing to do that. Just let me know ahead of time. We can set those up, and I'll do what I can to reach out and help you guys out. Last week, Miss Loveland made a note that she'd sent out some emails to the seniors. There were two forms, your after high school plans and fall OTC registration help form. If you haven't looked at those, go ahead and take a look at those. That's just information she needs. So I think I'm close to wrapping up here. Looking at the calendar, we're really near the end of the semester. After this week, we have 2 weeks of classes and then finals week. That will go fast, and that's why I keep saying don't dig a hole. Finals will be, again, some kind of alternative activity. It'll be pretty simple. I will have more to say about that as we get closer, but we'll keep it simple. But we're gonna be finished with this pretty quick. And again, like I said, I miss this. It's an exciting time of semester as we wrap up a year. But this is an interesting way to do things, and you guys have been doing a great job, and I encourage you to keep on top of that and keep doing it and make the most out of the situation that we can. And I know you can all get through this. It will go by quick. It seems like it's already flown by. So hang in there. Again, stay in tune with the news, especially in regards to the current situation. I have all those news sources linked again on my script for this. And if you want, and if you can't watch the video, of course, if you can't watch, you can't hear this. But if you want, I do have an outline of kind of my script here if you want to go back and check that out. I think that's all I have to say. Get a little extra entertainment for my boys. Hopefully that made you laugh. Again, I miss you guys, but we're going to get through this. Things will be better. Hang in there. Keep listening to the public health experts, the medical experts, the scientists. They know what they're doing. They're going to take care of us. We're going to do this right, so we can get through it quicker. If we don't listen to what they say, this could be longer, more prolonged. So just keep on keeping on, and we'll make it through. If you need something, if you have questions, let me know. Hopefully these video announcements are helping. If there's anything you can think of that I could do to help and make things smoother, let me know. I'll probably check in with another video sometime next week. Hope everybody has a great week. Take care of yourselves. Be safe.